So I've been kind of having this idea for a while now to do like a versus video, but I wasn't really sure when I should do it, and I didn't want it to be the first video or one of the first few videos because I thought it'd be tacky and kind of too played out. So I thought right now would be the perfect time because I want to start a series on versus battles between fictional characters that haven't gone up against each other or that I feel would be a better matchup for each other in my terms. So that's what I'm gonna do now. We're gonna start off with Naruto and Boruto because Naruto is obviously my favorite anime, and also this has been a matchup that people have been talking about for a while now. There's many videos on it. Set the Programmer has a video on it. I think Swag Kage has made a video about it, or at least talked about it, and I think it's a fun matchup because even though they're obviously related, it'll be fun to see how they match up against each other in terms of what techniques they'll go in with. Because I'm doing Kid Naruto and regular version Boruto. Because Boruto is much different than his dad was when he was that age. Naruto was more of a scrappy, I'm gonna charge at you and get my hits in. Boruto's more laid back, more of a patient fighter, smarter with his moves, and that's why I think it was perfect to start off with this one. If you guys have any suggestions for what versus battles I should do in the future, please leave them in the comments, but let's get started with this. So some of Kid Naruto's biggest strengths is multi-shadow clone jutsu. Obviously, it's a bailout because his spamming makes it nearly impossible to combat. Academy Naruto, he blitzed Mizuki when he didn't know the jutsu for longer than a good 5 minutes. And Mizuki was not like a pushover ninja. He was a pretty respectable ninja in terms of strength at that time. And Naruto didn't know anything about that jutsu. He read the scroll and was like, oh, this is what it does. And then immediately blitzed Mizuki and fucking got the dub. He has an insane chakra reserve for his age and for any ninja. He had more than Kakashi at that time, which was said in the manga. Last minute battle strategies usually go in his favor, so when he's not sure what to do, he'll step back for a good like 5 seconds, think about it, and then obviously it goes to plan because, you know, plot armor. His will to win is unmatched by anyone. His biggest will to keep going. Kid Naruto's weaknesses, anyone with an IQ higher than 15 can probably take advantage of him because he's not all there until it comes to like life or death. It takes way too long to think of ways to beat his opponent. It could probably lead to Boruto just outsmarting him and repeatedly just dicking him down because how smart Boruto is for his age. For Boruto's strengths, he's a million times smarter than Naruto was at his age. Boruto knows multiple chakra natures, so he's well versed in different jutsu. His taijutsu is more complex than Naruto's due to his advantage of Gentle Fist, which will most likely confuse Naruto because when Neji was using Gentle Fist against Naruto, he was actually he didn't know what to do. That's why he got all of his fucking chakra levels just smacked down by Neji. Not that Boruto is as good as a Gentle Fist user as Neji because Neji was a prodigy. That's just to go to say that that could be in Boruto's favor. Boruto's Juken, which is his dojutsu eye, it's shaky, but it's still effective when he actually focuses on using it. And yeah, like I said, he could shut down all of Naruto's chakra points if he really tried. Boruto's weaknesses, he wants so badly to be like the Batman or the hero of the group, but when it comes to one-on-one fighting, he's not the greatest because as you've seen when he was sparring with Hanabi, she fucking clapped him. Maybe that's because she had Byakugan and she is older than him, but she just demolished him. He did show the signs of like progress and signs of promise. In terms of one-on-one, he's not the greatest. He's more of a like a Robin or like a really good side, not really good side character, but like as of now, he's really good at assisting. If Naruto gets even the slightest bit of Kurama chakra in his stream, it's basically over for Boruto because nothing in Boruto's arsenal will prepare him for Naruto's Kurama chakra. Like it'll be GG. Boruto's vanishing Rasengan could be very useful, but it has to hit Naruto, which would be pretty like hard to do because Kid Naruto is a mobile fighter. He doesn't really stand still for long, and he's like completely just charges you until he ultimately wins. So that's something that's against Boruto as well. To set up the fight, I had like a rough idea. Let's just say in an alternate universe, Naruto and Boruto are both the same age and the same academy class. First day of school, Naruto just catches notice of how cool Boruto's demeanor seems to be. He senses hints of Sasuke in him, So he already has a problem with them and confronts him. Why you gotta act all cool? It's not even all of that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how Naruto will be. And then Boruto's like, yo, what's good? If you're trying to throw the hands, we can scrap outside. Just a rough idea. I didn't really think about it too much. Now let's go to Naruto's feats. Naruto basically one-shotted Neji after having all 64 chakra points ever, which is a pretty big feat, knowing as Neji was literally a Byakugan prodigy. He was like the purest of all Hyugas. He only needed shadow clones to defeat Gaara and fucking Shukaku, which, like I said, I believe was plot armor, but it's also a huge feat because Gaara was like 11 or 12 and everyone else was like 13, 14, and they were still like, what the fuck, this kid's insane, and Naruto beat him. He and Sasuke dominated Haku, and that was the first time Naruto used that Kyuubi chakra. As soon as Sasuke went down protecting Naruto was like, I'm about to motherfucking kill you. And then he went off. And Boruto's feats, people clown on Boruto because he hasn't really been in fights, or he hasn't like fought people to the level of Naruto. But I got some fights for some fights to be said about Boruto. Boruto defeated Momoshiki. It was a lot of help with Naruto and Sasuke, but he ultimately defeated Momoshiki, which cemented his vanishing Rasengan. Granted, he did defeat Momoshiki with Naruto's assisted Rasengan, but the vanishing Rasengan was a big help because he fucking that nigga Momoshiki didn't know where that fucking Rasengan was coming from. So I'm gonna give that point to Boruto's favor. His tactics for fighting Shizuma alongside Mitsuki just shows how smart of a fighter he really is. Shizuma was the seven ninja swordsman wannabe nigga with the Samehada. He wasn't hit a lot in the fight with Shizuma, which is shocking because he was actually quite powerful wielding Samehada. This fight showcased how much smarter he is with shadow clones than Naruto was at the time Naruto was, like at the age Naruto was at. Boruto was having his clones use Gale Palm at the exact same time he said, in order to propel him towards Shizuma and hit him with Gentle Fist. That was like, he literally was saying while he was getting like thrusted forward, he's like, no, not yet, and then he's like, now, and then that's I don't think I've seen Naruto do that in part 1. Shippuden, yes, I've seen him do it multiple times. He fucking god tier with the shadow clones, but at that age, Boruto's actually very skilled with shadow clones. Naruto was just like shadow clone jutsu and then fucking 100,000 and just blitzed people. This one wasn't a very long fight, but this nigga Boruto went against Curse Mark Jugo straight on by himself, and he basically won. It wasn't a very long fight, and it wasn't until like the death or like till one person gets knocked out. He wanted to beat the curse mark at this nigga Jugo. He used the shadow clones to Gale Palm him, to strike a Rasengan into Jugo, and he took the curse mark away. So huge props on that one, because Jugo got buffed, because now fucking Jugo has like Optimus Prime level fucking boosters on his back and shit. And Boruto was like, oh shit, Jugo's going crazy again. He don't want to hurt no one. He's like, but I'm gonna have to fucking clap him. And that's basically what he told Sumari. I don't know how to fucking say her name. So with all that being said, they're outside, like, what you're trying to do. Well, I think Boruto would wait for Naruto to strike first, because Naruto would just be talking, and Boruto would just be like, yeah. So Naruto comes in with the taijutsu. Obviously, Boruto is slick with, like, if you've watched Boruto fights, you can see how much of a counter attacker he is. So he's like Floyd Money Mayweather. That nigga would just dodge, bob and weave, and he's really good at it. If you've watched any Boruto fights, nigga will bob and weave you until he gets the right hit. So I think that's what he'll do with Naruto. Like, he'll see how much of a sloppy fighter Naruto is, because Naruto's like at that time, Naruto was a heavy hitter. He was like a power fighter, a brute fighter. He would just dodge him. He'd probably pull out a fucking shuriken and just like start slashing at that nigga Naruto. Maintain control of the battle, and Naruto would see that he can't hang. I don't personally think Naruto was as good as a taijutsu fighter that Boruto is. And what I mean by that is that I don't think that Naruto was like skilled enough to hang with him taijutsu wise, because I know a lot of people ride on Boruto for like being such a shit show, but that's just being compared to Naruto. Like, as a standalone show, I think it's a really, really good. Compared to Naruto, no, it doesn't hold a candle to Naruto. If you're looking at it as like fight wise, it's good in fights, like, and story wise, it's slow as fuck progressing, and people just need to stop comparing it to Naruto, because then you're gonna miss the whole purpose of the show. So that's why I say I think Boruto is a better taijutsu fighter than Naruto was at that point, because Naruto wasn't complex with it. He just fist. But Boruto, he's just different with it. I really like how he fights. I think Naruto would basically give up. He'd be like, fuck it, let's go Rasengan. Or he'd probably go like, let's go Rasengan or Multi Shadow Clone Jutsu. So let's just try Rasengan, because he'd be like, I got something up my sleeve or whatever. And then Boruto would see him building up a Rasengan with a Shadow Clone. He'd be like, the fuck are you doing with a Shadow Clone? Because I don't know if I fucking forgot if Boruto can do it by himself yet, but he'd be like, oh, he would automatically know that he's doing Rasengan. And then honestly, I think Naruto would hit him, because Boruto would be confused. He'd be like, I don't know what to do in this moment. So Naruto would probably hit him with Rasengan, and then he'd be like, all right, time to quit fucking around. And so Boruto would hit him with Shadow Clone, and then Naruto would probably counter with a multi Shadow Clone, and then Boruto would be like, fuck. I don't know what to do now. I believe if Boruto got blitzed with a multi-shadow clone, he would not know what to do. Literally, like, what do you do in that moment? So he'd probably do his thing where he'll back to back with his shadow clones, all holding Shuriken, fight off as many shadow clones of Naruto he can. But ultimately, I think it would just be last one standing would be Boruto on the ground on his back, and then Naruto would dismiss all of his shadow clones, and then he'd be like, you done yet? And then he'd most likely Jugen, see his chakra points, fucking Gale Palm that nigga, just start bam bam gentle fists, and then like just completely obliterate all of his chakra points. Naruto would be like, what the fuck? And then that's when QB mode comes out. Not QB, Kurama chakra would come out, and then it's donezo for Boruto. Naruto will ultimately clap the fuck out of Boruto if Kurama, even a little bit. Because as soon as all his chakra points are depleted, like, Kurama finna be like, alright, dog. Like, because Kurama in part 1 was like a savage. He's like, quit fucking around with this nigga and let's take him on. So I believe, yeah, he would just Kurama chakra mode and it's over. He would just fucking blitz Boruto to no avail. Like, he would murder him, actually. But Boruto would definitely put up a good fight. I just don't think he's strong enough to hang with Naruto. Naruto would obliterate him. I try to make it, like, in my mind, while I'm talking, I'm trying to make it, like, an even fight between Boruto and Naruto, because I do think it would be a very even fight until that nine-tailed chakra just starts flowing in Naruto, because it'd be completely over by that point. But yeah, I think Naruto would ultimately win, and then, yeah, that's it, though. Just wanted to talk about that because I thought it was a really fun thing to talk about, and I really enjoyed talking about it because I didn't have that many notes for I usually write down notes for my videos, but I really didn't have that many notes. I just talked and let it flow. I had like a somewhat basis of what I was going off of, but it was fun to just let it flow and continue talking about the fight like I was actually watching it. That was really fun to make this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content that I will be creating in the future. I know I was on like a 3-week hiatus. I don't know what I was thinking. I was at work most of the time, and I don't want to complain too much. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys have any suggestions for any videos, just leave it in the comments. I look at the comments. I look at every single comment. Yeah, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.